Welcome, little scientists. It's Miss Gisa, and today we are starting to learn about a new life cycle, the life cycle of a slug. Remember to watch until the end of the video because I'm going to teach you how to make slime. Today's story is called A Slug's Life, written and illustrated by John Himmelmann. Slugs are closely related to snails. They both have shells, but a slug's shell is hidden under its skin. Land slugs live in moist places. They spend the day under stones and come out at night to feed. Slugs eat a variety of plants and mushrooms. There is no such thing as a male slug or female slug. Every slug is a hermaphrodite. Sometimes it acts like a male, and sometimes it acts like a female. All slugs can lay eggs. As slugs move from place to place, they leave behind a slimy trail. The slime is similar to the mucus that runs down the back of your throat when you have a cold. The thick, slippery slime is produced by a gland in the slug's foot. The slime makes it easier for the slug to glide along the ground. The next time you spot a slug slime trail, see if you can follow it to the slug's hideout. On a moonlit spring night, a slug slips under a damp rock. The slug lays a cluster of eggs. A young slug begins to grow inside each one. After a few weeks, the first slug hatches. It searches for tender young leaves to eat. By early summer, the slug has grown darker. It eats a puffball mushroom. The slug spends its nights feasting in a vegetable garden. One night, the slug smells something new. It leaves the garden and begins a dangerous journey. Slugs are an American toad's favorite food. The slug moves silently and slowly. It sneaks past its enemy. At last, the slug finds what it's looking for. Cat food makes a tasty meal. The slug is full grown by late autumn. The slug does not like cold weather. It spends the winter underground. By spring, the slug is very thirsty. It soaks up water from a puddle. A few nights later, the slug finds a trail of slime. The slug follows the trail until it meets another slug. The slugs circle, then mate. The slug lays its eggs on the bottom of a rock. It finds a cool, wet place to escape the sun's heat. The slug's new home is lifted into the air. The slug senses danger, but there is no place to hide. Suddenly, a river of water shoots the slug past a child's lips. The slug lands in the grass and spots a new slime trail. The slug follows the trail to a damp, dark place. It's perfect for hot summer days. When the cold winter returns, the slug burrows underground. And when spring arrives, the slug will have new adventures. All right, we're gonna go over the materials you need in order to make slime, and Adele is going to show you how to do it.
Hello.
Okay, so what you're going to need today to make slime is a bowl, 3/4 of a cup of glue or a 6-ounce bottle of Elmer's glue. You're going to need glitter and food coloring, which those two ingredients are both optional. You're going to need baking soda, a 1/2 teaspoon of it, and also contact solution. And you will need measuring cups and measuring spoons. You want to make sure that your contact solution has boric acid and sodium borate in it. And if you want to use Renew Fresh or Equate, those are good brands to use. Water is optional if you want a stretchier slime, and you can use 2 tablespoons of water or up to about 1/4 cup of water. All right, if you have sensitive skin, you should wear gloves while playing with the slime and making the slime. And of course, always wash your hands before you use the slime and after you use the slime. All right, Adele, let's get started. The first thing you're going to do is you're going to put in the 3/4 cup of Elmer's glue. And this is equivalent to a 6-ounce bottle. You can use your hand to scoop it all out of there. There you go. And then the next thing we're going to do is we're going to use a 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda. And we're going to mix all of that thoroughly, and you can use a spoon to do that. This is where you'd want to add water if you want stretchier slime. Now the contact solution goes in next, so you're going to keep mixing that a little bit more, Adele. You're going to use 1.5 tablespoons of contact solution. So keep mixing and mixing and mixing it. All right, you don't want to add too much or your slime will get hard. Now, you're going to keep mixing it and you're going to take it out. If you want to add a little bit of glitter or food coloring, now is a good time to do that. All right, now mix it all in. Adele. Now you're going to use your hands and you're just going to keep kneading the mixture until the slime forms. Okay? Oh, you know what? I noticed that there's some more glue here. Let's make sure we have all of that in there. Okay, go ahead and mix it with your fingers and your hands. And you're going to knead this for a little while until it really becomes that slime texture. Now, if your slime is still feeling liquidy, you can add a little bit at a time a little bit more contact solution at a time. Take it slow because the contact solution will harden it quickly. So just keep mixing it a little bit at a time. It should start to feel thicker. And you can slowly just add more contact solution as you need it. Should start getting thicker. You can see it's getting more stringy. So if you need to add some more baking soda or contact solution, you can do so. You'll know when the consistency is slime, and it takes a little while. How's it looking, Adele?
It's looking pretty good. It's more slime-like now, and it's stringy, and it kind of feels like bread dough. So that's a good consistency right now for it.
Do you like that consistency, or do you want it a little thicker?
I don't mind, but depending on what you guys want to add to it.
Should we add a little bit more baking soda?
Yes, probably.
And then maybe a little bit more contact solution once you've worked the baking soda in?
Yes. If you want it really slimy, you want more baking soda and contact solution. If you want it more putty-like, and more doughy and goopy, then add less.
Yeah, that to me looks like a good consistency.
Yeah, this is perfect.
Well, friends, thanks for joining us. Have fun making your slime and playing with it. Thank you for joining us today. Remember to support our channel by hitting that like button and subscribing.